guys, welcome back to another loop. Oh, hello. Oh hi, is that the late 2000s? I've seen you've got a Volvo XC90 up for £50,000 and I was wondering if I could have it for 5. Hello? Hello? So on my last video, you all know that I have picked up a new family wagon, this 2009 Volvo XC90. It's got about 110,000 miles. 105?
Yep.
Oh, brilliant. 5,000 miles less than I thought. Oh, that Foster's can should probably... Oh, it's not mine. It's 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. We're up here in the South Downs. There's a lot of Foster's cans here. There's a whole box here. Someone's had some sort of party last night. But in the last video, I basically introduced the car in a very brief manner. Well, some people call me a waffler, so perhaps it wasn't as brief as you might have hoped. But in this video, we're going to get even more waffly. We're going to deep dive into the car, how I found it for the past couple of weeks that we've owned it, a few of my favourite points, least favourite points. We're going to go for a drive. We're going to talk about the whole spec of the car. And I think I've got a bit of a bargain here for £5,000. I don't know about you. I did, however, ask someone the other day, guess how much I paid? They said 3.5. So now I'm feeling like it should be that, but it's not. I think 5 is a good price for this. And when you look on Auto Trader, they do vary, but something around this mileage, I think we've got it for a little bit of a steal. So perhaps you're watching this because you own one of these, because you're a fan of one of these, or perhaps it's because you're looking to buy one of these. So I'm either today going to convince you to do so or put you off. We shall see. I never know which way these videos are going to go until they're finished. And you may know that no planning goes into them. But in the late 2000s, this would have set you back around £50,000. It's the R Design Premium. So there's no messing around here. We've got the top of the range here, although it is only a 2.4 litre diesel and it's a heavy old car. So when you're already doing sort of like 65 odd, when you put your foot to the floor, it may take a little while to reach that 70 spot. But off the mark, pretty good, pretty quick. So once again, we are in this realm of car of the sort of late 2000s. And for me, it's the... What is that? For me, it's the kind of sweet spot of being a mix between fairly manual and analogue, which is an automatic, but I mean manual in terms of all the buttons and things. Not too modern, but you've got a few of the comfortable features, like we've got the heated seats, the parking sensors, xenon headlights. And I think just looking at the car, something that stands out to me is the wheels. I really like the wheels. They obviously aren't in good condition, you can see here. They are very well used, very well scuffed, which I don't know, when you're driving kind of gives you a sense of you can do what you want with it because it's already scuffed. Not that I've actually scuffed them further, but we are planning to get these sorted at some point. They're 19-inch, they're a slightly darker silver colour, which I really like. But that's just one thing that stands out to me when you look at the car. But we're going to get into way more of that later on in this video. And so with the price point of that kind of era of car, we're in the realm of like cars that were worth a lot before that have heavily dropped down in value. I mean, 50 to 5 is a big old drop. I know it's been 16 odd years, but it's still a huge amount cheaper now, but you still do have a kind of luxury feeling. It is a sort of car that you'd be doing pretty well at your job, and you've had a couple of kids, you've got the 7 seats, you're going up in the world. But these days, because it's dropped in value so much, I mean, I'm still getting the benefit of that car, but for a lot less money. We've also got some nice chrome detailing here. I mean, I don't know why I don't move that, but I don't really want to touch it. But can we try and just, if I stand over it, can you see it?
Yeah.
The chrome detailing around here, and then obviously we've got our classic roof rack, get the old roof box on there for our country camping days out with the family. And then of course, and I said this in my last video, the split tailgate is the best thing about this car, it has to be. We've used it to change several nappies already. We've even got the nappy changing bag ready to go. You may hear him in the background. George is currently cameraman / dad. He's holding our newborn baby whilst filming this video. But huge amount of boot space, and obviously we've got the rear seats that do flip up at the back. But to be honest with you, we'll use them occasionally, but right now, having this boot space, this buggy is hilarious. We can leave the buggy up, as in it's a huge buggy. This is the frame for it. This is like the bassinet that goes on top. You can pick it up from the floor and put it into the car without folding it down. If that's not a benefit to like anyone with young kids thinking about getting one of these, like I don't know what is. It's ideal. This is like the newborn baby car. That's probably not what Volvo had in mind when they designed it, but we're reinventing it today. Boot check, should probably do one of those, shouldn't I? I mean, I'm gonna have to just climb over this because I'm not gonna bother taking it all out. Okay, bear with me. I mean, does that give you an idea of the space? Roughly? Don't really know. Can't see what you can see. But if practicality is all you're after, I mean, it's got a bit more than just practicality, but it's a huge selling point to me. And like I said, it's one of those cars that you can just chuck your walking boots in the back and bikes and suitcases and just, it's easy. And I have to say that every time I closed the L322 boot, the top part, I'd worry the glass shattered. It always felt a bit like rattly and it'd go. This is nice, isn't it? Have you noticed that? It just sort of, it closes and it feels more safe to close and not like it's going to smash on you. We've also got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 exhausts, and they actually all do work. Sometimes you get it where you've got like a 1 and a 2, and then they've just made it look like it's like got 2 exhausts separately, but these 4 are all proper exhausts. D5 all-wheel drive, of course. Something that is a little bit more worn on this car specifically is the seats. So like you can see here, the front seats are pretty worn. If anyone knows anything I can do about these other than getting them fully reupholstered, then let me know, because they're looking rather, I mean, it's added to the comfort because they're very worn in. We've got the memory seats as well, but I have to say the first impressions when we first drove this, both George and I said, it's just like the comfort, like, oh, if you had to have a car nap, this is the car you'd choose. They're so soft and so, like, you just, it's like you just sink into it. I can't explain the feeling. I've never felt the comfort when you're wafting over little bumps. You're just like, oh, this is the perfect car for like long motorway drives or road trips somewhere. You've got the space and the comfort all in one. Can you believe I'm talking this way about a Volvo, George? Asked me a year ago, and when I was slating it, this car has changed my mind. You can see space-wise in the back here, we've got plenty of rooms. This is our 3-year-old's car seat. I can now fit in the middle, which I couldn't do in the BMW, and then we've got this ginormous one for our newborn. I don't know what it is about newborn car seats, but they're just huge. You've got this huge Isofix base and it drops down. Oh, you've got Isofix in the back as well, which is great. It's a swivel base, so it's just massive and it fits perfectly. Other little nice features are the aircon in the back for the rear passengers, which can obviously be moved to your comfort. We've got the little cash flap in here, our mobile telephone, a CD slot, and the fact that the buttons are just push buttons, it's just a dream. Like, you're not having to figure out something on a huge iPad touchscreen like you may be into some of the other more modern cars. Very simple gear stick, and of course the handbrake, like I said in the last video, it's one of those where you release it here and then the little tiny pedal back there. Let me see if I can focus on it. Just there, that one. Before it focuses my hand, that is how you put the handbrake on. So again, feels very manual, and I do like that kind of feeling. And then we've got the lovely blue dials for the R design, which I think look fab, especially against the blue badge on the steering wheel here. I've even managed to unintentionally match my phone case and my water bottle to the seats. Look at that. This car was meant to be mine, wasn't it? But we are going to go for a drive now and show you what this car is all about, because I was really hesitant at first about the engine size, and I know it sounds silly. It's like, oh, you want a V8? Like, why are you so obsessed with fast cars? I don't know. I like it when you put your foot down and you can just go for it, and I feel safer in quicker cars, because if you need to pull away quickly, you know you've got the option to, and it just feels, it's a good feeling to have the power behind you, and it's fun, obviously. This is only 2.4 litres and it's very heavy. I was quite worried that it was going to feel underpowered, and yes, it kind of does, but then I thought to myself, realistically, in the V8 L322 we had, yeah, it cost a lot of money on fuel because of the engine size. How often did you actually floor it, Lucy? Like, let's be realistic. How often did you drive it like a rally car? You didn't, because it's a sort of car you feel like you're the late queen driving it. You're driving around in luxury and you're enjoying that kind of position on the road. You're not thinking about flooring it around corners in it. Perhaps it's the same for this car. Perhaps this isn't a car that you want to be flooring around corners because it's so big. It's actually great around the corners. We'll get onto that in the drive. But I'm trying to change my mindset on the whole V8 thing, because perhaps this is the perfect family car with this engine size, because realistically, how often are you actually going to use the full potential of a V8? But obviously, if the option of a V8 was available, I'd take it over this. So I think I'm trying to make myself feel better about it. But there are definitely pros and cons for both. And maybe for this car, this is the right decision. But George, if it was a V8, we'd have taken the V8, wouldn't we? And they're quite rare as well. So maybe that's what we move into after this. And it'll just feel amazing going from this to the V8 version. But anyway, let's start the engine. Obviously, we've got the Love Turn key, which is... Oh, hello. Why is this on? It's also a 5-cylinder, not quite a 6-cylinder or an 8-cylinder, but it's not a 4-cylinder. So I feel like this is quite a mid-range car, and that's obviously reflected in the price that we paid for it. So I think all in all, it's very well-rounded. That's a good way to put it, isn't it? It's well-rounded. It's not extreme on either end for anything. Although I do feel like it's fairly thirsty, unless you've been driving a lot recently. What MPG are we on? Because, yeah, 24.6 average. That's fairly low, isn't it, I'd say? Maybe it's because we do a lot of town driving, but we only filled up a few days ago and it's an empty tank again. But we have been driving a lot recently. Right, anyway, so we have got the all-wheel drive here. So technically we've got some pretty nice off-road capability. Let's see how we get on around here. We're not going to be going into that as tempting as it is. But yeah, let's go for a little drive. So we're at Devil's Dyke right now, which is part of the South Downs National Park. Squeeze through these. Oops, sorry about that noise. Now I do need to wait for George to get back in the car, so I'm not going to drive off without him. Such nice views here. Have a look over there, George.
Sorry, I was listening.
It's all right. So, foot to the floor, up a slight hill. Not much going on. Oh, this is going to be tight. But luckily, I can go up on the verge. Oh, you're not going to slow down then. Thank you. Yeah, let's do foot to floor here. I mean, it's fine. Like it's quick, as in you don't struggle to get up the hill, but it's not like particularly exciting. I suppose that's how you put it. And the steering wheel's lovely. It's the R-design steering wheel, so it's a little bit more fancy than the others. You've got the nice perforated leather around the edge. What amazing views! Look at that. I can see the sea. One thing I will say is the throttle response is really, really good. There's not much turbo lag and it kind of revs really freely. 4,500 RPM red line, which is quite normal for a diesel, but it does get up there. I mean, it's quite noisy, that is one thing. I'll shut the window, it's probably not helping the noise. Don't get me wrong, this isn't a slow car. It's just comparing to what I'm used to, what I've had in the past, my past few cars, and what we've still got feel a lot quicker than this. But it's still like, it's rapid enough. I really feel like I just want you to see what I'm seeing here because it's just beautiful. Is it coming out on camera like it looks in real life? So nice. And the roads are super quiet 'cause it's early on a Sunday morning. Well, not that early. We've been up since 5 because we've got 2 kids. It's about 180 brake horsepower, and round the corners it's actually a lot less wallowy than the Range Rover was. It's not like tight like the 3 Series is. It doesn't quite like stick to the ground, but it will take this corner fairly fast. It's really, really great actually. The handling is a lot better than I thought it would be, and better than you think you might get for a kind of family 7-seater. I think people automatically assume that you need to buy a minibus if you have an extra kid or you need the space, but there are 7-seaters out there that exist that are still sound cars that can be enjoyable to drive and to own. I'm just going to do another corner here and you'll see, I mean, there's no issue whatsoever. Like, I feel great doing that. It doesn't feel like you're in a big, heavy 7-seater that's fairly underpowered for the size. Brakes are really good. They're not grabby. They're just perfect. It's actually had new pads and discs put on recently, and this specific car's got a full service history. Like, it's mechanically sound. There was a couple of things that we got done before we picked the car up that had to come up on our little test drive we took. But overall, the only things that need doing are more kind of what's the word? We forgot it in the last video. Cosmetic. Why can't I ever remember that word? More cosmetic. So we'd love to get the car sort of properly cleaned up, get a new R-design badge, get the wheels refurbished. But they're all very minor things. The actual car, the drive, the engine is all looking spot on. And as you know, if you're a Volvo driver, these can go on for hundreds of thousands of miles. So we're still in its early life. So of course this is a totally different car to the new XC90. It's made by different people these days, but I did have the luxury, the privilege recently of having it for having the new one for about a week to see what it's like. And I have to say, for the price of it, I was slightly underwhelmed, and I didn't particularly like the interior. But overall, I was underwhelmed by I mean, it was at 80 grand, wasn't it? It was something crazy, and it felt like you could get a lot more for your money looking elsewhere. But then if you look at this for 5 grand, what more are you going to get for 5 grand? I mean, obviously you can get like different types of car, but if you're looking for something like this, I felt very comfortable handing my £5,000 over for what I've got in return for it. This is an awful lot comfier than the new one. I have to say the handling is better than the other one as well, and we're just going over these little bumps now, and I know that if we were in the Porsche, if we were in the 3 Series, if we were in the Lotus, they're the other cars we've got on the drive, I'd be sort of tensing over the bumps. But here the car just floats over it, not in a wallowy milk float way, in quite a nice way. So that is going to be the end of my review today, and I hope you enjoyed watching that. I hope it's helped you get an idea of the car if you're considering buying one, or if you perhaps just enjoyed me waffling on about the car if you like owning them, or you've owned them in the past or something. But make sure you drop a comment below on how you find these cars if you've driven them before. If this video maybe has helped you today. If it hasn't helped you, then you're probably going to tell me anyway, because I do get a fair few comments like that. Thank you. But thank you so much for watching this video today. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you've got any ideas on videos you want to see with this car, I mean, I'm already working my way through creating a hidden features video, because there's a few little bits in the car that I am excited to share more about soon, for some things you perhaps didn't know the car had. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next Lucy on Cars. Goodbye.